Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Tay TV. In my video, I'm going to be reacting to what's staying like for black people in Japan. It's my first time watching this. This is a real authentic reaction. Let's get into it.
If you're a loser back home, you can come here and find someone who actually thinks you're cool.
I literally had a guy in the club come up to me and he was like, "Are your nipples black?"
Because I wanted him to choke me.
Okay. Being black in general can come with its own set of unique problems. But when it comes to Japan and its homogenous culture, what is it like to be black in the dating scene here? Make sure to check out my Instagram at JesseOJan and my YouTube membership. Now, let's get to the video. So what's your name, where you're from, and how long have you been in Japan for?
My name is Morgan. I've been in Japan for a year and a half, and I'm from the United States, specifically Alabama.
I'm from London. I lived in Japan in the past for a year, but I'm just visiting this time.
My name is Michael Denge, 23 years old. I'm from Yaoundé, Cameroon, and I've been in Japan for about 16 years now.
My name is Cameron. I'm from Georgia in the USA, and I've been in Japan for 4 years.
So have you ever been on a date with Japanese men?
I have. It was very interesting. I mean, I think that planning-wise, I gotta hand it to them. They do put some thought into the date. They'll pick some place like Shibuya, Shinjuku, or whatever. They'll take you around for a little bit. It's cool, that's nice. And then it gets to the conversation. As a very specific type of black person, I'm black, I'm from America, and I'm from the South. My humor, the way I talk, the stuff I laugh at is so different.
How was it like going on a date with Japanese girls?
There was a bit of tension, kind of like break the ice. Like I try not to like hold my personality back too much because people out here are a bit timid.
I left 19 years of religion to be with this girl, the first girl that was willing to have with me. We went to a language exchange, kind of like an event together. And she started acting really weird. I was mingling with people and, I wanted to introduce, she wanted to work on her English. She was already pretty fluent, but she wanted to just get over some social anxiety and just, so I was helping her. And I was introducing myself, introducing my girlfriend, and then she went to the toilet and she didn't come out for like 20, 30 minutes. Well, when she came out, she was just like, "I'm going home." Okay. Is everything okay? And she was just like, "Yeah, I'm just going home." It's okay. Gosh. Okay. At this point, I still don't know what's going on.
Right.
So I was walking her back to the station, and obviously me being a young guy who just wanted to make the relationship work, I was just like, what did I do wrong? I'm sorry. Did I do anything wrong? Please tell me. And she was just like, you don't want to talk to a weirdo like me. I'd used the word weirdo when I was talking to someone, and she seemed to be like self-deprecating herself. Who said you were a weirdo? And she's just like, "No, you don't want to talk to a psycho like me." I realized, wait, I did say the word psycho earlier today when talking to someone else, and I was just like, did she think that maybe I was talking about her? We got onto the train. She just went completely normal, and she was just like, "Yeah, so these friends that we were supposed to meet, but I just cancelled on. Where did you meet them? Are they? What's their names?" I don't understand. She still hasn't told me what the problem was, why she was angry, and why she's gone back to normal. And she tried to give me a kiss, and I kind of flinched a little bit because I was upset with everything that happened. And she's just like, "What? You're not gonna give me a kiss? I don't want."
That she basically bailed out on him. But girls in Japan are different from girls in the US, so it's different. I never been to Japan before. Videos.
"I want to give you a kiss because I still don't understand what's going on." And then she was just like, "Okay, well, see you soon, bye." And that was the last time I ever saw her.
I went on a date with this pro jiu-jitsu fighter. He just kind of had a bunch of people on his roster, mainly foreigners.
I hear the Gaikokujin hunter.
Yeah, I think he was maybe one of those, but he took me to his jiu-jitsu gym or something.
For a first date?
Yeah, and then we sat there while I saw them wrestle and be sweaty. It was very weird. I went on a second date. Yeah, because I wanted him to choke me.
Okay.
I wanted to see if he could do a move on me. I used to do karate. I wanted to see if he could try to do that. But then he pulled out his phone and started texting my friend. He was like, "When are we gonna go on a date?" He sent that.
While he was with you.
Yeah, and then he said to me "Oh, maybe we should go head home." Wow.
How is it being black and dating here in Japan?
A lot of my friends tell me it's easier for me to date out here because they say that a lot of Japanese girls, they find black guys cool. Well, from my experience, it's been easy dating out here. Because I had dreads at the time, and people would tell me they just like the way I rocked it. Yeah, they would just tell me you're like a guy that could dance pretty much hip hop. Yeah.
I hate saying this, but if you're a black person, I feel it's different than if you're maybe white or mixed or anything else.
How so?
Some people have to be open-minded to date you. At least that's what I've noticed. noticed?
Being black and dating here in Japan, I don't know why people say that, oh, it's impossible for a black guy, oh, they don't like them. There will always be someone here for you. They might not be with you for the right reasons. I mean, if you're not a weirdo, if you're not a creep, and if you're, you know, a decent guy, you don't even need to be a decent guy. There's always going to be a Kokujin hunter. Kokujin hunter. There's always, if you go to Roppongi, they'll just show them your skin color, show them the fact that you are black, and they'll be like, okay, this is the aesthetic I like.
First, it was a mix of guys being like, I've never dealt with chocolate before. Yes, a bunch of guys called me chocolate, but apparently that happens to a lot of girls. One Japanese dude actually told me, I thought that black women were more sexual, like you guys always want. Who told you that? And he was like, because when I said, oh, I want a relationship, he was like, relationship? You do? I thought you wanted. And it's like, when did I give that indication? Dark skin. You want, right? The stuff that's been told to me or asked to me, like I literally had a guy in the club come up to me and he was like, are your nipples black?
I need to talk to you about Taylor brands. I wish I had something like this when I was creating my first business because they're the ultimate.
A lot of people from the US or other countries, they come to Japan just to find a girl, right?
Yes.
Does that actually exist here in Japan?
It exists in the sense that Japanese people are more accepting of social rejects. Which means if you're a loser back home, you can come here and find someone who actually thinks you're cool. Doesn't mean that they all think you're cool.
But like some...
And you're probably not going to be cool, but you're more likely to find someone, you know what, you're British, I like Harry Potter, let's go out on a date. Whereas that's not really going to happen in the UK if you're not really popular. So definitely easier to appeal to them simply because you are different. Oh, I'm white and I have curly hair. Oh, Harry Styles.
You being black, do you think it helped dating scene here in Japan?
It helps me stand out. Like I can walk into a room and then they'll be like, oh, Will.i.am. Oh.
Will.i.am, you got Will.i.am.
Exactly. No, I got Floyd Mayweather actually.
Hold up 1 second, y'all. Hold up. Hold up 1 second, y'all.
You know, you could be the only black guy in the club, start dancing, and everyone wants to join you because you're like the only black guy there dancing to hip hop, and it's just like, oh my gosh, a real, authentic black guy is here dancing hip hop. I can't believe it. Like Will Smith is actually here. As a white person, you have a little bit more of a chance of appealing to broader, exactly. But then again, there's a problem with being niche is the fact that you're more likely to get fetishized. If we go to a club in Roppongi where all the women are into hip hop, then it's just like, oh, I love your style, but it's not necessarily I like you. That's what you need to be careful of the people who just like the culture, fetishize the culture a little bit.
Some guy actually did come up to me and was like, you look like hip hop. What does that mean? Also another guy like in Shibuya, I was like waiting for my friend. He came up to me and like started rapping in Japanese. He's like, you're so beautiful, something, bijin desu yone. And I'm like, okay. I don't know why I look like hip hop to some people. Maybe because I'm black.
I've had a lot of people ask me if they could touch my hair. They ask questions like a lot of sexual questions towards my friends. You know, how big is it down there, stuff like that.
What would you say is like the easiest way for, let's say, foreigners to meet people here today?
Most of my friends go to bars and stuff, but like I'm an introvert, so I don't really go to bars. Game centers. Most people at game centers are introverts anyway, so it's like kind of harder to like break into those spaces. Even like Shibuya is just kind of the place to meet people. Well, I actually used Tinder like 2 years ago. I hate it so much. Mainly because like nobody shows their face. They always like blur it, or they show like their car, dog, or like some food. Maybe some people are too embarrassed to show their face on the dating app.
I downloaded Tinder, but the thing with Tinder is like they don't have the option for you to choose English. Basically, the only guys that swiped on you were the ones who could speak English, and they were the ones who were like more so practicing. When they wanted to take you out, it was mainly like, oh, I want to meet up for coffee so that you could teach me English. But when I downloaded Bumble, I was able to choose English. Half of them were like, oh, like, you know, do you want to go to a hotel later? And then the other half was like, I don't think that I would ever marry a foreigner. So if we date, it's just for like fun. You've talked me up for like months. And then you're just like first date or second date, you're like, by the way, I'm not going to take you seriously. Even in the club, like the way they touch me, like a Japanese girl, they'll literally just kind of be like, but with me, they're just like, get on me. And I'm just kind of like, you guys don't ever take us seriously, do you?
You're married here.
Yeah, I'm married, yeah.
So are you married with the foreign girl or Japanese girl?
Half Japanese,
Yeah.
Filipino.
How was like the dating process here in Japan?
We just met up and we pretty much connected because she has like an American culture around her.
So when you're getting married, you're supposed to like introduce yourself to their parents. Did you have to do that?
I met her parents like a year after.
Why did you wait for a year?
Her parents are very strict. I was told a lot her mom was not going to be okay with it. I was kind of surprised.
Was it because you guys were young, or was it because where you're from, or what was it about?
It's more of where I'm from. But surprisingly, once I met her mom, she was more accepting.
Oh yeah, how did you meet your wife?
I DM'd her on Instagram. Yeah, we just met up at Yokohama. I thought we were gonna have like casual date, nothing too crazy. There's like amusement parks. So we get on that, then she's like, let's go to the movie theater. To my expectations, I didn't think we were gonna do nothing crazy. So I didn't bring too much cash.
Okay.
I ended up having to ask her for like transportation and stuff like that. That's one of like, that was embarrassing at first. We still ended up getting married.
I love this video. Y'all don't know about y'all, but I love this video. This is it for this video. Thank y'all.